All right, folks, here we go. Pattern-collections.com is where you're going to find today's pattern. Remember to put the dash. It's not patterncollections.com, it's pattern-collections.com. It's very important. If you don't put the dash, you end up at the wrong place. Just want to make sure you guys know that. Go down to Pattern Focus to find today's pattern. And today's pattern is this one, and I believe that's going to end up being on the last day of the month. I'll have to check that. I may have to change my background for next video. Okay, so, and you guys know I'm 1 week behind. So if you're looking for this week's patterns this week, they'll come next week because I'm a week behind. And it's probably a good thing that I am a week behind so that I can catch up, get things ahead of time, put them ready to go, because there is a high probability that my contractor will be here to work on the bathroom in the next week or two. And if that's the case, I will not be able to do any videoing because it will be far too loud in this house. So, just FYI. But I may not disappear on you, because if I'm a week behind because when I was sick, so it should end up coming out just about right. Let's see. God had a plan for this. Okay, so today's pattern, I'm way too far away, is Zwirr by Karen Klangmeyer. We're going to, oh, there's two versions. Okay. Ooh, that's cool. That's a lot like a part of a paradox. That's awesome. Okay. So, step number one, we're going to do a little curve, the top and the bottom. So, a smiley face and a frowny face, right? And then between them, we're going to put like a Z. So, it's going to be like a Z with a curve, down, and a curve, right? And then on this side, we're going to do stripes down to that point. And the other side, the other way. And it looks like that. Or we can do the first curves the other direction. So we'll put the smiley on the bottom and the frowny on the top and make this sort of Z shape. And do the same thing. And you get that, which is very similar to what you get when you start getting both of these are very similar to parts of paradox. So that's interesting. And this one to me looks like a macaroni noodle, which is exactly what it looks like right there. So, and then of course you shade, and here it is shown in tile as a ribbon pattern, like that. That's pretty cool. And let's see what I can do with it. I'm thinking scale, and ooh, maybe As I go and turn on my light, ideas are just popping in my head. I've got more than one idea, but what one do I want to use? This one. This is the one that's popping in my head. So this is the one I want to use. Okay, I've given myself a kind of a circle in the middle. And I am going to do one going one way and one going the other. One going one way, one going the other. Oop, that didn't work. Well, let's look on more here. That didn't quite work. It's okay. We'll deal. It's all right. Okay, so that one's like this. So this one is like this, opposite. With that. And then this one is like this. So it's going to go this way. It's opposite. And opposite. I needed to plan that out a little bit better, but it's all right. This didn't go over far enough. We're all good. And that one's just gonna, it's gonna do some weird thing here, there in the corner. Maybe I'll make a stem or something. That'll be fine. Okay. And then we just do this. Like that, right? There's one. I'm going to do it this way. Just a little something like that. Yeah, so if, like I said, if I end up getting a contractor to come like they're supposed to, working with contractors apparently is a challenge. It's not like anything I've ever encountered before. Apparently they work to the beat of their own drum. And so my son has taken on the task of, you know, making sure that he comes and he's going to do his thing, and yeah, I don't know. It's very scary. It's a lot of money to give to somebody who doesn't seem overly eager to come and do the work. So I keep saying we ought to find somebody else. We'll see what happens. We have all of the stuff ready for him to go. I don't need to make any other choices or decisions. We have all of the fixtures. We have all of the cabinet guy came out and measured. The cabinet guy was quick and easy. and this is his recommendation person also, but gosh, getting a hold of this contractor has not been, I don't know if he's just flighty. I don't know. But like he says he's going to email you and then we get no email. Oh, I don't know. But my son talked to him yesterday and he says, oh yeah, I can start next week. So maybe. I don't like the idea of leaving the house without somebody here that I trust. So I am going to ask a friend who is retired if she wouldn't mind coming over in the afternoons on the days that they're going to be working and just like house sit for me if I have to go to work, because most of my shifts I go to work at 2 or 3 in the afternoon, but they're probably not going to be done by then. I would assume that they're working all the way till 5 or at least 4. Yeah. So I'm not sure what their contracting type schedule is going to be, but I'm just figuring. Since that ended up a weird shape, I'm going to make that like a stem for my mandala-like weird flower thingy that just kind of emerged. I want some dark in here, but not on all of them. I think just on these ones. That maybe, yeah, and then here now the contractor for the backyard, I didn't expect to hear from him for a little while because he said he needed to contact the city and find out what we're allowed to do. There's lots of things we want to do, but some of it he's not sure we're going to be allowed to do. So he's got to contact the city first and find out what is allowed in Fontana and what is not. So mostly it is dealing with the retaining wall in the backyard. He's not sure about how close to the property line we can go with a retaining wall, or how high we can have it. Right now it's falling down and it needs to be replaced. But the original retaining wall we know was not pulled with a permit because it was 30 years ago with some little dude who was driving around the neighborhood. We all moved into this neighborhood at the same time because the houses were brand new 30 years ago, and Yeah, this little dude went around and did masonry work for a large number of neighbors. And I'm pretty sure he didn't pull any kind of permit. He just came around, did all the neighbors, and then scooted out. Just deciding how I want this to live. Needed a little line weight to kind of give it some depth, some dimension. I like that. And then something in the middle. So I just do this. Maybe. Let's just do those. And then it needs something else. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. It just needed something, so I'm adding something. There we go. Looks like some sort of mechanical thing with braided cords coming out. I like it. All right, so what was this called? Zwirr. Now we need a little bit of shading. I'm going to, I see these as being behind. I'm going to put quite a bit of shading right here. Okay. And I feel like it needs something here, but not on the same side of all of them, just on like that. Okay. Oh, I didn't get any here. Need some here for sure. So awesome. This is not what I had in my head. I had something else in my head, but I really, really like this. awesomeness happens without you even trying. Shading just is the part that just, it makes the whole thing just pop. It's beautiful. I'm going to encourage anybody who's new to shade, because I was really intimidated at first to shade, and a lot of my early pieces don't have any shading on them, and there's just something missing. And you know, you can always erase it if you don't like how you shaded it, but I encourage you to try it. Like right there, I got a little carried away with my spot right there. I'm going to just dab my kneaded eraser right there where it got carried away, and here just a little bit. If you get carried away, you can always erase it off. But shading, oh my goodness, look what shading did to this. I am so happy. I'm so happy. Okay, so there's the end of my day. I will see you guys tomorrow. I have to go look at my calendar, but I have a feeling that it is now the end of the month and we are approaching December. Oh my God, it's December already. Okay, so you guys have a really, really great day. I will see you tomorrow, and go out and be a blessing to somebody, okay? And I will see you later. Bye-bye.